Hello there everyone. How are you all? I hope you are fine and doing great. Welcome to the channel, and this is yet another video where we will talk about CSS and the tricks. Well, actually no. This is not just a video. This is going to be the part of a small video series wherein we will be designing something like this. We will be designing the login page of facebook.com. So, we will be taking this challenge, but not like this. What we are going to do is we will be designing the components separately. In one video, we will design this form. In another video, we will be designing these things. And in the third video, we will be merging them together. And in the fourth and the last video, we will be doing some touch-ups so that our page looks more beautiful. So before we deep dive into what we are going to do today, please, if you like the content, please like the video, comment, share and subscribe to the channel. And this video series is especially for those people who actually are very much aware about the HTML and the CSS basics. But however, when the things come like this, when they have to design a lot of components and they have to put those components together, everything just messes up at that point of time. So this series will help those people. So if you know a few of them, please share it with them. So let's just see. So in today's video, what are we going to do is our always famous thing, we'll be designing this form. Now, right now this form looks very daunting. So let me just simplify it and let's just move to another very simple form. Yes, right now this guy is in left. No worry, we'll bring it in right as well. So yeah, so this is our form. Now what we have to do is, this is our background color. So this is our BGC. If you are not aware of what BGC is, so there is this emit extension available in brackets which I use to write code with the help of shortcuts. These are form elements. They are your input. Yes, you guessed it right. Please don't mind my handwriting. I am using a mouse. And these two are going to be the buttons. Yes. So I know this form is a bit ugly, but in this video, our goal is to design a form completely like that. Because in the next video, we will be changing the colors and everything. And this is an anchor tag. So looks easy. HTML part, I guess, looks very easy. Yeah. So I guess let's just get started. So before I start, I have to create a new folder. Let me name this folder as Video Facebook. Okay. Now, as usual, I'll be creating another file which I'll be saying it as index.html. Don't worry, just bear with me. In the next video, I won't be creating these. I'll be just starting from where we are going to leave today. And in the CSS, I'll be having a new text document which says that styles.css. And let me just open my bracket and let me just change my folder. So let's go to desktop, and what was the name? It was Video Facebook. Yeah. Let me select the folder and split the bracket, open the HTML file. Let me open the CSS file. But before I write any piece of code, I want you to know a few things. I want to talk about the prerequisites. So if you want to design a page like the one that I have shown here, or I should say if you want to design a form like this, so there are a few things that you must be aware of. So in HTML, you must be aware of the form tag. Yes. The input attribute inside it. Yes. And the buttons and the anchor tag. So you should be very much aware that how we use the form tag, how we use the input attributes inside the form, how we use the buttons, and how we use the anchor tag. Yeah, this is very much it. If we will find something new, we'll add it to the list. And in the CSS, I assume that you people are aware that what is margin. Okay, my spelling is wrong. What is margin? What is padding? And of course the background color. And let's see what all do we need in CSS. Yes, we need border radius. This guy is giving me border radius, that's why it is bit curvy. And yeah, I need to have border and a few properties like border radius, and yeah, this is very much it. So if you do not have a clue about any one of them, please go out there. There are tons of tutorials available on the YouTube. Learn these things and then come back. So let me just comment this out, and yes, let me just comment this out, this one as well, and let's just write the code. So let's design the form, which is super easy. So the boilerplate code is here, and I'm going to say Facebook login. Very easy. I'm gonna say form, and okay, let me tell you one more thing. Form.login. So I have given a class login to my form, and now I'll be using some input attributes. So first one will be email. Yeah. Now one thing that I want to give here is, well, I'll tell you that in a minute. And Control D to duplicate the line, and I want this field for the password. Great. Next, I want a button where I'll be saying log in. And next, I want an anchor tag, which right now will go nowhere, so I am using a hash. And this says forgotten password. And one more button, that if you are not a member of Facebook yet, voila, you can create a new account. So create new account. And before I forget, let me just link my CSS, which presently has nothing, but it's okay. We will be writing the code in it soon. Oops. Okay, so let me launch the live preview. So the form looks like this. So this is an ugly form, and we want to change this to this. And let's see how we can do that. So let me go to brackets and let's write. Okay, body. Now, as of now, let me give the background color as a light blue. Perfect. Let's check whether our CSS is working. Yes, it is working fine. Now, one interesting thing that I'll be doing to make sure that my form elements, which are right now in horizontal order, they come in vertical order. See, there are a variety of ways to design a web page. I will be showing just one of them. If you like it, you can use it. So .login, I'll be calling the login class, which I have given to my form. And number one thing, I'll be giving a background color to it, because we have one, right? Yes. And the second thing that I want to talk about is display. I'll be changing its display to flex, and then I'll be changing the flex direction, to column. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so the form looks ugly, more ugly than it was previously looking. So let me give the height and width. So I think 400 pixel would suffice. We'll see. And the width will be, let's just give it a 300 pixels. We'll see what we can do. So hi buddy, where are you? Yeah, I think the height is a bit more, but yeah. And next, let me give a padding to it. Okay, so 20 pixel padding from all the sides. Cool. And now look, I have a padding here, like there is padding. There is no margin or padding between the elements. Like the elements are stacked on the top of one another. See, I have this thing, this name box, this email box, this password box. They are just stacked on the top of each other. But wait, how do I know that this box is for email and this box is for password? Yes, you guessed it right. We are going to use a placeholder, and this will say email address or phone number. So let me see how it goes. See, and now this is telling me, okay, this field right here, you are going to type your email address in it. Next one, so I need to use a placeholder. So let's say placeholder, and I need to say password. How do you look? Great, it looks nice. So let me give some padding to the elements that we are using. So I'll call the input that, okay, whatever input attributes we have, what you are going to do is you're going to say padding, let's say 10 pixel. And how does it look? So did you notice one thing? Always and always remember that padding is between the margin, the bound, I should say the border, and the content. And that is why the email address or the password or this thing is actually spaced out from all the sides. Now, to talk about, I'll say margin, and let me say 20 pixels. Okay, 20 pixel looks more, so let me just shrink it to 10. Great. Now next I want to give, wait, first I want to say margin 0 auto. It is actually in very left, I was not able to see it clearly. And also I'll be giving some margin from top as well. Let me give it 80 pixels. So yeah, looks nice. Now let's just style the buttons. I'll be styling them separately. So I'll say button class log and button class create. So I'll be just calling this guy dot log, and yep, I have to give a padding, which I'll say 10 pixels. Again margin 10 pixels, border radius we are going to say 5 pixels, and I have to give a border radius here as well. Let me just copy this. Let's not type again and again and again. Do I have given a border radius here? No. So let's see how everything looks. I have to give a width and height as well. So I'll be saying width I'll keep same as 200 pixels. Let's see how it looks. It is not changing, right? It is saved. Let's just say what is the problem. Oh, my index.html wasn't saved, and that's why that wasn't changing. So 200 pixels is a bit short. 300 pixels. I should give it 300. Yeah, now it seems to be more. See, this is the case with the width and the height and the border radius, and especially with the CSS. You learn on the go. You always learn while you are making the projects. So making projects is very necessary. Yeah, 280 is good. Now I'll be styling my anchor tag. Number one thing, text align. Come on, buddy. Come to the center. Great. And I'll be saying, okay, you deserve a margin. So take a margin of 10 pixels from all the sides. See, can you see this blue border out there? This blue border demonstrates the margin. That, okay, your text is confined in this white area and margin is from the blue area. So far so good. I have to style my last button. So I'll be saying dot create. You might be thinking that I am writing it all so easily and this seems so easy, but whenever you go out there and sit on your laptop and just think, okay, I have to make a web page, things don't feel like they don't fall into place. So don't worry, CSS will take time. So give it the time that it takes. Okay, so much of the talking. Let me just style my button. Let me give it a margin. Okay, buddy, you too deserve a margin. Take 10 pixels. And yeah, we need padding as well. Take 10 pixels. See, I'm going to be very easy in this video. I am just going to tell you how we are going to design the things. In the touch-up video, we will be looking at specifics like what color, what will happen when I should hover on the button, or what should happen when I should click on the button. So just take it easy. This is just the first video. Don't worry. So we have margin, we have padding, and I guess we need width. I want this button to be a little smaller than that one, so I'll be saying 200 pixels. Yeah. One thing is not good, that this button is not in the center. I want you to come in center. So I can do that easily by using margin left, and it says, let's say 20 pixels, because by default I have given a margin of 10 pixels. It needs more. Don't ever forget to experiment with it. The more you experiment with CSS, the more clear it will be. And that's the golden rule. I'm not getting the perfect margin now. Come on, CSS. Okay, I think this container is a bit longer, right? So I'll be reducing the height. I'm saying, come on, take 300 pixels. Yeah, seems nice. I think we can go with 280. Much better. So, hey, hi form. Do you look like the form that I have? Okay, I have to tell you about how I brought this guy to left and how I can bring this guy to right. And I think you have guessed that very, very right. If I simply say float right, let's see what happens. The guy shifts to right. And if I say float left, it shifts to left. But you might tell me, hey Mansi, we want this form to be in the right, but we want to give it a margin. We want it somewhere here. So fret not. For that it is very easy. I'll be saying margin right, and let me give it a margin of 30 pixels. Okay, barely visible. Again, it is barely visible. So yeah, so it is right there. Let me use a dark color in the background. So no, I don't want to change the login. I want to change the color here. What should I use? I like pale turquoise. Let's use peach puff. Let's see how it is. Better. Peach is always good. Okay, we have not given any radius to our create button. That's bad. Don't worry, we will give a radius to you. Control C, Control V, and Control S. It is okay to copy and paste your code if you have understood it. Okay, so hooray, we have created a form, and somehow it looks like this one. No, there are a few things that I have missed. One among them is this HR. Okay, let me just add it. So this is after this. So let's add a horizontal rule there, and let's see how does it look. So I cannot see it. Do I have to change your color? Let's see. Come on, we are going to style the HR here, and the color I'll say black, and it is again barely visible. Okay, let's not talk about this in this video. We will be talking about it in the final video, when I'll be talking about the touch-up, because this was not intended for today. Alright, so here we have created the form, and it looks decent enough. I won't say it is very good, but yeah, it is decent enough. So when you know to design these kinds of decent forms, then you know that you can design the forms which look super duper awesome. And we will be of course styling our login and create new account. Right now the font is ugly, the size is ugly, and yeah, we have to place a HR here, we have to place certain thing here like create a page for a celebrity, and we have to place this, and then we have to merge them and the touch-ups. So I hope you liked the video, you learned from it, and you are surely going to experiment with CSS. Okay, see, web development is very easy. The thing is that you have to experiment and trust it. So trust the process, experiment with it as much as you can, and also share the video and subscribe to the channel. Till then, bye bye.